Hey guys, I'm Ahmed.
And I'm Nick.
And welcome to The Finer Things.
In this episode, we'll be reviewing the Fosi Audio HDA1 integrated amplifier. Stay tuned. If you want to see more videos like this, remember to tap that bell.
No, we didn't hit subscribe. It's just typical Nick noises. But, before we jump in, if you're pumped about this video, give us a like.
If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to tap that bell for notifications.
Also, check us out on social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and...
Believe it or not, we have a Patreon.
We have a Patreon. Give us some money. Just a little money.
A little bit. It'll help a lot, actually.
Link in the description. Yeah, seriously, no.
We're pretty poor.
Super appreciate it.
Yeah. To frame out this video, first we will examine the Fosi Audio brand. From there, we'll dive into the design of the unit, both aesthetically and electronically. We'll then share our subjective evaluations and finish with a conclusion.
Conclusions are usually the end.
And conclusive.
So, Fosi Audio is a chi-fi brand. Chi-fi, if you're not familiar, typically refers to hi-fi oriented products that typically are rather inexpensive and come from Chinese companies where they're Chinese.
You don't say. Really?
Fosi Audio is a chi-fi brand founded in 2008, or was it 2017? Their website has both years listed, 2008 being in the About Us section, and the 2017 is located in the Brand Story section. So, take your pick.
This is interesting.
Yeah, super odd.
Really, really odd.
Yeah, I like it though.
They describe themselves as a spunky audio brand, offering clients most hi-fi products on the market.
They do have a large offering of amplifiers, though many seem like they're very cheaply built, low-quality products, but there are exceptions, like this $199 Fosi Audio HDA1 integrated amp.
The HDA1 is encased in a heavy gold-colored aluminum chassis and has a large silver volume knob with no real indication of where the volume is aside from a screw hole that affixes the volume knob to the chassis.
The gold color is pretty out there. They do also offer it in a plain, kind of matte looking, at least by the pictures anyway, black. The gold is a bit of a crazy color, but I don't know, I've kind of learned to love it, but I still hate it. There's a simple red power LED on the front of the unit, and aside from the brand logo, which is just Fosi Audio written out in white text, being silkscreened, that's all there is, the LED and the silkscreen logo.
On the left-hand side, near the back of the unit, rests the power switch, which is a very basic affair, but gets the job done. The rear panel features the RCA input terminals, IEC power inlet, and heavy-duty binding posts.
The HDA1 is a single-ended, purely analog integrated amplifier with impressive electronic components for the cost. There's an Alps potentiometer handling volume control, which is a surprisingly high-end piece to be found in such an inexpensive product.
There's also a large toroidal transformer power supply and a circuit design that Fosi describes as similar to HDAM, which is in reference to Marantz's hyperdynamic amplifier module circuit design used in many of their products.
And that big fat coily boy toroidal transformer is primarily the reason I own this thing. I'm on the phone with this guy and scrolling through, sending him some links here and there, and I stumble upon a photograph of that amp with the top off. And you can see like this transformer that's like half the interior volume of the chassis. And it's like, this thing is how much? And then You take a look at the rest of the specifications, the Toshiba transistors, the Alps, what was that, potentiometer?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Nova capacitors, the Omron relay protection circuit, all of it just in this $200 package. Very impressive.
And what is it, JFET output?
Yes, the JFET output, which is known to be very tube-like, and this piece does not disappoint in terms of the warmth that is provided, for sure.
This little Chi-Fi amp is rated at 50 watts per channel into 8 ohms of Class AB power from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz at a 0.02 0.02% THD. And it can drive speakers ranging from 2 ohms to 16 ohms. Pretty unusual for an amplifier in this price point.
On to the subjective evaluations.
We primarily tested this piece with the Infinity Intermezzo 4.1T speakers. And mostly that was because the Fosi did a great job calming down the speakers just enough to the point where they were not so much harsh sounding anymore, but not to the point where the sound was rolled off at all.
When listening to Way Out West by Sonny Rollins, his saxophone had a very immediate, in-the-room feel, with an excellent sense of scale and luscious smoothness that is not heard on any system. Every system. Fuck. God damn it. It's not heard on any system. None. Absolutely none. This is the first one.
Not even this one. Has never heard on any system.
Ever.
Listen, I'm really hearing this, but there's no double blind study to prove it. It's never been heard.
No performance benefit.
If you come here and you use words like live and air, it's a bunch of malarkey.
Coming after you, Audio Science Review. And Gene Delasala, mostly, although apparently you've gone soft in your years.
The bass response on certain tracks can be a bit more weighty than a perfectly neutral, accurate amplifier, but this effect is typically pretty pleasing and welcomed by us.
The Sony SSCS5 sounded good, but we feel they need more power to get the best bass and dynamic response out of them. But the results of this pairing are certainly much better than the Marantz NR1200 pairing that we did some time ago, linked to the video up above somewhere on this screen.
In-depth Marantz NR1200 video to come.
Really well featured, and Q350s. Pretty.
Actually, yeah, very decent actually. But get this though. Seriously, listen to this. The $199 Chi-Fi amp powers the $7,000 4-foot-tall Infinity Intermezzos better than it can power the SSCS5s.
The $75.
The $75 a pair.
Sub 1 foot tall.
Yes. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The Vienna Acoustics Veyburn sounded a touch slow, and given that they're already pretty warm, this warmed them up a bit too much. We would sort of say that the Vienna Magic is still there because, I mean, it's a nice sounding speaker. It's always going to kind of sound nice.
Oh, yeah, no, it's still very pleasing.
But definitely not the best we've heard them.
No.
So, all in all, I think we're in pretty much a consensus here that this thing is an unbelievable value. Now, one thing we did not touch on that may be a deal breaker for a lot of you, no remote, no digital ins, no streaming capabilities.
No phono stage.
No phono stage. This is as basic as it gets. One unbalanced in, one pair of speakers out. No B, no nothing. You have a volume knob, a power switch, you can connect a pair of speakers and plug in a source, and that's it.
That is it. You know, a great way to do it, though, is you set the amplifier to where it's comfortably loud, and then you use an exterior volume control like what's available on Roon, like when we listened through Qobuz to play the Sonny Rollins track. That worked out pretty well. I think that about wraps it up. You stay tuned.
Stay tipsy.
Stay classy.
Oh, last minute touch. We are drinking the something. The Clan Denny.
Port Dundas.
Single grain Scotch whiskey.
Oh, single grain.
Single grain.
1 grain.
Big grainy boy.
Oh, grainy boy.
But anyhow, this is a 2004 distillation, distilled in 04,
It's 14
bottled.
years old,
Yep.
so 2018.
19, bottled in May 19.
Oh.
14 years. I guess July to May. I don't know.
Yes.
Without coloring, non-chill filtered. And
That's true. You would definitely not think that there's any coloring in here, given
it tastes like sawdust, they say. Anyhow, I'm not even joking with you.
That's great. Sawdust. Thanks,
No,
guys.
it's super, super tropical. It almost tastes like rum to me.
It
like,
does have that sweetness to it.
It's really peculiar. It's enjoyable. It's a really easy sipper. Like, you could drink maybe 6 full Glencairns a day.
100%.
And be healthy.
Yeah. Healthy for the rest of your life. To frame out this video,
Yeah.
I got this. I got it. Okay, pal? I'm going to fuck it up 20 times.